Welcome back. And welcome back to my channel for another video that you can see in the title. Woman sells a $27 course on how to get food stamps. So before I begin, let's listen to a little bit of audio. Now you, if you're interested, and I think some of you may be, can go to Newsbreak to find it. But here's the audio.
Out of $27 to get into a group where you learning everything but what the topic of that shit said. That's on me. I'm gonna eat that. Okay, whatever. Y'all the gullible ones, though. Clearly, there was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody's shit. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it. But let's really address the fact. Y'all mad at me for saying this. All these people, which is nothing but black people, spent their money to motherfucking get into the group. But y'all don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, we promoting half off. If you need your rent paid, hit me up. It's half off. Pay me half and I'll pay the full thing. You need a bill paid, it's half. All of this shit is going on daily, but y'all get mad at me because I decide to use a bait and switch method to get y'all to give me some money. That don't even make fucking sense. That means everybody, I don't give a fuck about y'all saying it because y'all know me. I love, like, I'm that. I'm her at the end. If y'all mad at me because...
So, let's get into this. Sherell Hodges. Now, her name has been going around quite a bit, especially for those that are into the EBT content. And I'm so glad that I happened to come across it because you'd be amazed. Well, some of you might not be. What you may find. Now, Sherell Hodges is fighting back and said, and I repeat, and this can be found on Facebook. If y'all want to tell the story, let me tell my story. Some of you may know who actually said that, but I'm going to let that rest. But it came in handy. Let me tell my story. Sherell says, if you want to tell the story, tell it right. You go, girl. I believe that. I own a group where I teach people how to scam. Can't make this up. Yes. I made a video saying how I admitted $7,000 by getting people to pay $27. Once in the group, there was no one talking, according to her, about food stamps. And if you don't believe me, get in and out and find out. You got to be the silliest person to think I'm the person stealing everybody's food stamps. Yeah. Again, you can find this on Facebook. Yeah, share the screen or attempt to. Because I see StreamYard. It's freezing up. Yeah, it was in my queue, but something happened to it.
Since 2021, and I had the feds at my motherfucking front door for 2 years straight. You must have missed it when I said that I asked the federal agent if CPNs were illegal. I made a whole video about it before they took my original page. Same exact thing that I asked these same federal agents. Special Agent Taylor Page, yes, we talk very often. That he's the FBI of the Dallas division. Janelle, she's the FBI. You talking about, oh yeah, send me the information that she's doing CPNs. You don't need to collect no evidence. You don't need to collect no evidence because it's all over the internet. If you think for a minute that I don't have my motherfucking ducks in a row, you are sadly mistaken as to who the fuck I am. Then you sit there talking about your government.
Wow. Can't make it up. One more, maybe.
There was enough people who paid me to where I made $7,000 after that video to get in because they wanted to learn how to steal somebody's shit. Come on. But then you got in and you didn't learn it. But let's really address the fact. Y'all mad at me for saying this. All these people, which is nothing but black people, spent their money to motherfucking get into the group. But y'all don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers out here talking about, oh, we promoting half offs. If you need your rent paid, hit me up. It's half off. Pay me half and I'll pay the full thing. You need a bill paid, it's half. All of this shit is going on daily, but y'all get mad at me because I decided to use a bait and switch method to get y'all to give me some money.
Now, who in their right mind would go online and admit that? There's so much more to the story. They talk about how there was a group using Telegram, and I know about that group because a long time ago there was this Susu club where you would put money into a group and you had to bring in more, basically a pyramid or Ponzi. So we know some people on here that, allegedly that is engaged in that, but I won't go into that. But check out the story of Sherell Hodges and this $27 course. They talk about CPNs and how to look for numbers and when to upload. It's crazy. Again, you can find a lot of this on TikTok. Your thoughts on the depths of the lowest to get a buck at the expense of low-income families and people who really need assistance. Till next video, be safe, be well. Please be safe, especially online. And these supposed get-rich-quick schemes or any type of scheme We have discernment. We're adults. We know right from wrong. It's a cautionary tale. Thanks for tuning in.